Welcome back to AI Verdict, where we're digging into the biggest shifts in the tech world. Everyone's been talking about AI taking jobs, right? Well, forget the hypotheticals. Elon Musk's XAI just went and did it. They've launched something called Macrohard, and get this, it's a software company with 0 human employees. So today, we are going to unpack how this wild experiment actually works, what it means for the future of business, and figure out if this is pure genius or just some crazy Silicon Valley hype.
So let's just dive right into the core question here. Think about it for a second. Could a company, a complex, modern one, really run without a single human being on the payroll? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, doesn't it? But XAI isn't just dreaming about it. They're betting billions of dollars that this is the future. And their answer to that question? It's a loud, defiant yes. Back in August of 2025, Elon Musk pulled back the curtain on Macrohard. This isn't some side project. It's a direct, full-on attempt to build a completely autonomous, AI-driven software company. The gauntlet has officially been thrown down.
Okay, so the name, Macrohard. It's obviously a pretty funny, tongue-in-cheek jab at Microsoft, right? But don't let the joke fool you. Make no mistake, the project itself is dead serious. We're talking about one of the absolute boldest bets in the entire AI industry right now.
Musk's logic here is actually surprisingly simple when you break it down. His thinking goes like this. A software company's product is 100% digital, right? It's all this code, services, data. So he figured it should be possible to simulate the entire operation with AI. You don't have factories to run or physical supply chains to worry about. It's just bits and bytes. And that's something an AI can totally handle.
And let's be clear, we are not just talking about some glorified AI coding assistant here. Oh no. Macrohard is designed to be a whole collection of AI agents that can handle every single function you'd find in a normal software company. Think about that for a second. No sick days, no office politics, no salaries, just a virtual workforce that's cranking out software 24/7.
So what's the secret sauce here? How does this thing actually work under the hood? Well, the technical side of this is genuinely fascinating, mostly because it's so different from how most AI systems operate today. The core technology is something they're calling a human emulator. Now, instead of just crunching code in the background, these AI agents interact with a computer exactly the way a person would. They literally read what's on the screen, move a mouse cursor, click on buttons, and type on a virtual keyboard.
And here's the brilliant part, the real game changer. Because they're mimicking human interaction, these AIs can use any software that already exists. They don't need special APIs or custom integrations. If a person can learn to use Photoshop or a code editor, so can the AI. And XAI has already set loose hundreds of these agents, each with its own specialty, all working together like a perfectly coordinated team.
And the performance results? They are absolutely staggering. In the early tests, we're hearing that these AI teams are finishing tasks up to 8 times faster than their human counterparts. And it's not just because they can work around the clock. Their underlying models are being retrained and improved multiple times a day. That means they're literally getting smarter with every single thing they do.
Now, as you can probably imagine, something like this needs an absolutely astronomical amount of computing power, and it's all running on XAI's Colossus supercomputer down in Memphis. We're talking a data center packed with over 100,000 of NVIDIA's best GPUs, and Musk has plans to scale that up into the millions. This is the beast of an engine that's driving the whole thing.
Okay, so let's zoom out a bit and see how Macrohard fits into XAI's master plan. Because this didn't just stay as some funny joke on social media. No, it very quickly became a central piece of XAI's entire strategy.
The speed of development here is just wild. On August 1st, 2025, they quietly filed the trademark. Just 3 weeks after that, Musk is publicly announcing it on X. And then, boom, by February 2026, it's already an official division inside XAI, run by one of the company's own co-founders. That's lightning fast. And if you want a sense of just how massive their ambitions are, this quote just nails it. Toby Pullen, the guy in charge of Macrohard, he's made it crystal clear this tech isn't just about software. His ultimate goal? To have these AI systems design something as incredibly complex as a rocket engine, completely from scratch.
So you gotta understand, Macrohard isn't some standalone project off on an island. It's actually one of 4 big pillars at XAI, and they all feed into each other. You've got Grok for the language brainpower, special AI tools for the heavy-duty coding, Imagine for all the visual stuff, and then Macrohard is like the conductor, pulling all of it together to automate the whole business. It's a perfect example of vertical integration.
But what's really, truly unique here is how xAI is plugging into Musk's entire tech empire. I mean, they're talking about using the processing power from idle Tesla cars and even spitballing ideas about putting data centers in space with SpaceX to get tons of solar power. These are the kinds of resources and synergies that literally no other competitor on the planet can even touch. All right, but let's bring this back down to earth for a second. Even with all those crazy advantages, Macrohard is stepping into a full-on brawl with some of the biggest, most powerful tech giants in the world.
And just to put that in perspective, let's look at where things stand right now in the chatbot world. xAI's main model, Grok, it's only got about 4% of the global traffic. Compare that to ChatGPT, which is sitting at a massive 64%. So in the race to have the best foundational model, yeah, they are definitely playing catch-up.
And the competition out there is absolutely ferocious. Microsoft basically owns the entire enterprise world. Google has infrastructure that's second to none, and OpenAI is just laser-focused on building the most powerful AI models, period. Macrohard is making a huge bet that its radical approach, simulating an entire company from the ground up, is the one disruptive move that can outsmart them all.
But honestly, maybe the single biggest hurdle they face is a technical one. Getting hundreds of different AI agents to actually work together effectively on big, complex, real-world tasks, that's one of the great unsolved problems in AI right now. It's a massive technical mountain that they absolutely have to climb.
So, let's wrap this all up. What's the final verdict here? Is Macrohard a stroke of pure genius, a classic case of Silicon Valley hype, or are we getting a real, genuine sneak peek at the future of work?
All right, so here's the situation as of today. We know for a fact that working prototypes are running inside xAI. We've seen the trademarks, we know about the internal announcements, but there's no product you can download or try out just yet. Most analysts are guessing we might see the very first versions of this released sometime in the next year or two.
And the stakes here, they just could not be higher. This is a total moonshot, even for someone like Elon Musk. If they pull this off, it could completely rewrite the rules for how businesses operate. But if they fail, well, it'll be a very public, very expensive billboard showing the current limits of AI. And that leaves us with the ultimate question, doesn't it? Are we watching the beginning of the end for the software company as we know it? Whether you think this is genius or just plain madness, one thing's for sure. We're all about to find out. Thanks for joining us on AI Verdict.